so I'm 17, and I've been doing 3D art for a little over a year now. I mainly use Blender, and I focus on environments and try to create like cool, often fantasy kind of environments. I use a Unreal Engine a bit and Embrygen for my simulations. But yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, so obviously the theme was quite broad. So we had a lot to work with, and my initial idea was actually to have this kind of like ancient fantasy kind of ruins, which I do a lot of that stuff. But I thought I love trying to learn and teach myself when I do these challenges, so I wanted to go a little bit outside my comfort zone with this and make something a bit more unique. So at the time I'd be playing a lot of the game Horizon Forbidden West, and in the game they have these it's set far in the future, so a lot of our current cities are in ruins, and you get these really cool like scenes and environments of these buildings that we see every day now but completely destroyed and like overgrown, and I really liked that. I wanted to try and recreate it. So that's where I got the inspiration from, and because the game's very sci-fi and set in the future, so often the characters have kind of like space-looking gear on, so that's why I chose an astronaut. So that's where the basic idea from, this ruined city that's been like, reclaimed by nature. So I use this character a lot, just because I like the idea that it looks like he's exploring. So my idea for this specific render was like this, like almost like Earth is being long lost, and this person's had to come in all this heavy gear to explore it, and almost like it's not even inhabitable anymore. It's not inhabitable anymore. I saw this stepping out like the darkness into light. That's why if you look at the render, the bottom's very dark, and he's like stepping out into the sunlight. So I wanted to show like he's discovering something after he's been exploring these long lost civilizations, which would be us. With this one, their big issue was optimization. The render was huge. The scene was huge, and there's obviously these buildings had a lot of geometry in them. But the big thing was the foliage, because I was scattering all these plants, these buildings. I'd had like tens of thousands of plants all over the scene, and that was really intense, and it made the viewport almost unusable. So I mean, I did find workarounds. The biggest one being to use Blender's collection instances instead of having the real geometry there. So I'd instead of scattering all the individual plants, I'd group the plants together in a collection instance, and then instance that collection instance on the geometry. So like instancing instances. And it sounds really stupid, but it does work. It works well, and it made the viewport somewhat usable, which was good. Yeah, there were actually. I wasn't sure actually what to do with the lighting. I had two different renders with different lighting I'd done post to both of them. One had like the sun in front of the camera with this camera glare and like light rays coming through. The other one's the one that I ended up submitting, which is behind the camera, lighting up the city, so this figure is walking into the light. And I really liked both actually. And I had completely finished both and did compositing in both. In the end, I actually just posted it to my socials and the Fox Discord, and just saw which one everyone there thought was better, and that's why I settled on the one that I have now. But no, there were two slightly different lighting styles that I think were both nice, but this one was slightly better. I think I like Instagram. Often on there I just go to an artist that I particularly like the style of for that day, and just scroll them for inspiration. Same Discord's quite good as well. So like the Fox Discords, often I go to the showcase section, and just see what people are posting there, see the art that they're showing. And often you can actually just, if you see something amazing, you're like, oh whoa, how did they achieve that effect? Everyone's so nice. You can often just DM them and just ask, hey, how did you achieve this effect here? I think it's so cool. Yeah, definitely. It's doing challenges, I think, is an absolutely amazing way to learn and improve your skills. Of course, when you enter them, you often get feedback from the judges, which is amazing because you're getting really good feedback from these amazing talented artists. So that's always good. But even just creating the actual art, because you're limited to like a certain template file or a theme, it forces you to often go outside of your comfort zone and like perhaps try out a new software or like a new style. And I think and getting help from everyone else to send you competition as well. It does definitely cause you to learn. It's been great for me. I think the whole 3D community is amazing. So in these communities, in these challenges as well, even before you submit, you get loads of amazing feedback from the other participants. And overall, it's just an amazing way to learn, and I really enjoy it. It's been using Fox Uniform has been absolutely amazing. It's saved me multiple times when working on big projects. I think the biggest thing for me is sometimes you've got this render, you think all's looking good, and you go to render it, and then you run out of VRAM or you run out of RAM, and it's not even like time is an issue because you can't even start the render. And in those instances, you can just go to Fox, and you guys have some amazingly powerful systems that can handle anything. So upload the file quickly and just render it out on there. So it means that a render that you couldn't even start doing on your computer, you can now render within minutes. I think that's amazing. And for long animations too, like the Clint's challenge that we just had, it was taking me almost like 20-30 minutes per frame on my system, which would have taken multiple days to render the final animation. I'd uploaded it to Fox and it was done in under 2 hours, which is absolutely amazing. I mean, base motivation, I guess, is just I love it. I think it's really, really fun creating art, and you meet some amazing people. And I think often it can be quite tough when you're actually in the process making it, and sometimes you've got some renders that are really, really challenging to get to look good. But after you do it, I think it's I just love it. I think it's really fun. It's really nice. And of course, I think the whole online community as well for like 3D art is great too. You can get loads of great feedback, and there's loads of great people that just help you out, which is good.